Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
What's your name?
My name is Sophia Dargavage.
Sophia, what brings you here this evening?
Honestly, I don't really know what to expect. I was just told that this was a cool experience and I should come try it out. So I actually have no idea really what it entails.
Well, Sophia, this is the Dear Someone project. To your right-hand side, you're going to see a yellow envelope that says Dear Someone. Inside of it is a story about someone's journey of struggles and hopelessness and finding redemption. If you can please open the envelope and read the letter out loud to us.
Okay.
Feel free to take your time.
Okay. Dear someone, I used to believe homelessness was something far removed from my life, something that only happened to strangers. I thought it was old men on street corners with tattered clothes and empty bottles, but that illusion shattered the day I became one of them. I was just 16, a regular girl who spent her time laughing with friends and dreaming about the future. My days were filled with joy, my nights with plans for what I believed was a guaranteed path: high school, graduation, and everything that came after. Then, in what I felt like an instant, the life I knew disappeared. It wasn't just my home I lost my safety, my sense of identity, and the fragile certainty that everything would always be okay. The pain wasn't just in losing the house I grew up in, though that was devastating enough. It was in the way people saw me after, the way their words crushed me. Just rent a place, they said, as if it were that simple. Stay in a hotel, they offered, as if we had the money to do that. Stop being so obsessed with losing your house. But the worst came from the people I trusted. It's your dad's fault. He failed as a parent. Those words pierced me like knives, because I knew how hard my dad fought to give me a good life. He worked tirelessly, taught me right from wrong, and made our home a sanctuary. He did everything right, so why did we lose it? Why us? Packing up our house was like packing away pieces of my soul. Each box carried not just belongings, but memories I would never have again. The holidays in the living room, the laughter in the kitchen, the quiet comfort of knowing I was safe. Night after night, I cried myself to sleep, overwhelmed by the unfairness of it all. Then came the weeks and months of drifting. Couch surfing was humiliating. I celebrated my 17th birthday in someone else's home, the cake wobbling on a cheap IKEA table surrounded by faces that weren't family. Every smile felt forced, every breath felt heavy. I felt like a burden. I longed for a space that was ours, but all I had was uncertainty and the sinking realization that normalcy was slipping further away from me. I watched my dad try to hold it together, but I could see the cracks forming. I saw the red in his eyes after work, the frustration that spilled into his silence, the guilt that weighed on his shoulders. He carried so much, too much, but he never let me see him fall apart. Even when we were forced to live in our car, cramped with all we had left, he still tried to reassure me. It'll get better, he'd say. But I could see it in his face. He wasn't sure. The lowest point was when I came to realize he was breaking. The man who had always been my rock was crumbling under the weight of a storm he could not control. I felt powerless to help him, powerless to fix our situation, powerless against a world that had so carelessly swept us aside. When he finally accepted April Young's help, it was a moment of humility and desperation. My dad had always been the one to solve problems, to take care of others, to hold it together, and asking for help was not easy for him, but we had no choice. On February 22nd, 2022, we joined Family Promises program, and slowly the pieces began to fall into place. We have a home now, a place where I can start to rebuild the dreams I had buried. But the pain lingers, the memories of loss, the weight of judgment, the quiet moments when I still wonder, why us? Homelessness is more than losing a roof over your head. It's losing your identity, your dignity, and a piece of your humanity. But through it all, The love I have for my dad, the love that he's shown me has kept me going. His strength in the face of unimaginable odds is why I fight every day to believe in a better future. If my story speaks to you, will you help me give others the voice they need to be heard? Sincerely, someone. P.S. Would you be my voice? Wow. That is like, wow. I think that was super impactful to me because it's, I'm about to be 21 and I couldn't even imagine at 17 years old going through that and living a completely normal life and then in a blink of an eye, everything getting taken from you.
What feelings are you processing right now?
I feel very heavy in my chest. I feel like it's like I could feel through her words the anxiousness she probably felt. And I think for me, the feelings of just when she spoke about like the embarrassment of it almost, it's like, I feel like for me personally, when I think homelessness, I think of everything else, but I don't ever really take a moment and think about embarrassment. And it's like that young girl having to go from a normal life to then being embarrassed of the life she was living. I just feel very heavy for her. I feel very heavy chest. My heart hurts for her.
What thoughts come to mind knowing that this young teen lived probably about 20 minutes away from you?
That's crazy because I feel like you hear stories, but you don't necessarily always hear them when you're around you. But I feel like it's just kind of eye-opening to the fact that it's all around us. And it's not just in faraway places, but right here. And to hear that is, I think, the saddest part of it all.
If the writer was here, what would you like to say to her?
If she was here, I think I would like to say, I'm proud of you. Because it takes a lot to get through that and be okay. And I would say to her, honestly, I would tell her that Jesus loves you. Because in her thing, she kept saying, why us? And it's, for me, I think I would say, I don't have an answer to why it was you and why bad things happen to good people. But I guess I would tell her that through all of it, Jesus was with her. And that through all of it, that I'm proud of her because it takes a very strong person to make it through that and still be able to hold love in her heart. And she said she still has love for her dad. So I think that takes a lot for her to still be someone that has love in her.
How do you think you'd be this person's voice?
I could be her voice by, I guess, reminding people to check up on those all around us that, may seem like they're okay. Like if she was a normal girl going to school, she didn't say, but I think I would say, you don't know what other people are going through. So to be her voice, I would say, check up on those people that you don't even think need to be checked up on. And try to show kindness to the people around you because genuinely you don't know what other people are going through.
So Family Promise is the organization that helped this teenager with housing. What would you like to say about Family Promise?
I would say that organizations like Family Promise is the good that we need in the world. In this really, really tough world, I feel that people like that are what this world needs and what broken people need to help save them. Because if no one lends a hand to them, they could easily never be saved. Hi, my name is Sophia, and I will be your voice. Thank you.